quick news break with yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. After an entertaining back and forth between Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill, seemingly the two feel bad and regretful about the comments they made, at least on social media, for everyone else to see the dynamics of how their relationship likely went down the drain. The former couple both were apologetic in how they went about giving the business, and they said some pretty hurtful stuff to each other on social media. Please check my previous video on those two. Nicki Minaj alluded to Meek Mill putting his hands on her, and even alluded to, Meek Mill. She claims there's video footage of Meek Mill putting his hands on his own mother. All right, and then also she claims she's got footage of Meek's mom asking her for money, and Meek alluded to and claimed Nicki Minaj knew that her brother, who has been found guilty of rape, he claims that, Nicki knew that her brother was putting his hands on kids, right? So those are some really harsh things coming out of the mouths of these two people that at some point in time, you gotta believe had to have at least love for each other, or maybe was even in love. So here's what Meek Mill tweeted out as he admitted that it was a mistake to get online and go back and forth with Nicki. He said, "Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos running up billions by the minute while us niggas just going wild beef all day. I see shit different now, and I really don't got the time anymore for it." And Nicki, she recently did an interview and she spoke about how she feels like it was a mistake for her to go back and forth with Meek Millie. She said, "I took some time recently to just fucking take time away. I was reflecting and I was looking at the things I did and my energy to it, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell? Keep your eye on the bigger picture is just what I should say. If I had to, I would have redone the whole thing and just kept my mouth shut, put my music out and shut my mouth up. Listen, it never fails. Every time I do it, 5 minutes later, I'm like, what? Why the fuck did I? Every single time. But it's a good lesson in knowing how to master your anger and emotion. So every time I do that, I like give myself a talking to in my head. Like, okay, you played yourself. You shouldn't have done that. You learned your lesson. How many times did I learn that lesson? So I gave myself that talk today." All right, so, pretty much these two people are saying there was a mistake to air each other out on social media. Why would I do that? I'll answer that question. Y'all in the music business, and you want to know what the music business has become with social media and everything in 2020? It's become one big messy love circle. And one of the quickest ways and one of the best ways to get traction around your music, especially with the phones being in our hand and everything being circled around streaming, you want to have people talk about you and you want to be on people's mind, create drama, create mess. That's what people do nowadays. That's why you see so many rappers going after love and hip hop stars and celebrity chicks, because they know bare minimum, even if I'm wifing a hoe, she creates traction around my name, and vice versa. A lot of these chicks going after dudes that they know got that image and that certain type of, that certain type of image that can get them the traction they need around their business and their Instagram following. That's just the world we live in nowadays. It's unfortunate, but I know she's featured on a new single with Megan Trainor, and then Meek just dropped his single with Justin Timberlake. You mean to tell me you don't believe what they did on social media the other day is not going to be great for their music that they're putting out? It is. It's just the world we live in. It's nasty, but it's the world we live in. Here's a quick news break with yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.